with your blah blah friends, and then so I like to play the theme music and then unceremoniously come in media res, like we're on a TV show, and you're like, oh my god, this character is shot and in a grave. How does that happen? And well, 3 weeks earlier, we're gonna find out what happened.
So what you're doing is the Halloween story episode when Abed starts singing the whole song.
Yes.
And Pierce says, "Why are you singing the whole song, Abed?" And he says, "Well, it wouldn't turn it on right when the news thing's
we have
on."
to. That's inorganic. Yeah. That's out of place.
Basically, you're blaming our listeners for not tuning in.
Exactly.
The right time.
You should have turned your radio dial in. If you were listening to the radio, okay, the radio's not going to wait for you. If it's 9:05, you've missed the intro to Delilah, and you're just not going to get that time back.
I saw something recently that was like, oh my god, it was like, man, I wish that there was like a way that we could listen to like podcasts, but like it's constantly live and it's always going. And someone's like, dude, that's the fucking radio.
The radio.
Motherfucker, that's the radio. You stopped listening.
That is the radio.
Dude, yeah.
Although I will say, I think Netflix or Hulu or whoever, Disney, should add a feature that there's just like Netflix channel. And there's just always something playing there. So when you're like, I don't know what the fuck I want to watch, but I want to watch something.
Oh, this is fucking
You
genius,
can just go onto
actually.
Netflix channel, and maybe it's showing, like, episode 3 of Tall Girl or whatever. And then you're like, well, dang, maybe I want to go back and start Tall Girl, because I never would have watched it without...
They should just have anthologized genre-specific channels. You should be able to go to the originals. You should be able to go to the originals channel and be able to watch an episode of every original until you find when you go, I like that, and then continue. Yes. And then of their sci-fi show catalog, like all of their that's absolutely should be a thing.
Turn Netflix into network TV. What would they call it? Network Flix?
Yeah, Nerdflix. Nerds.
Work.
Nerdworks. You turn on Nerdworks, and you. I'm not saying all of Netflix should be a TV channel, but there should just be some bar at the top that it's like, now playing Witcher episode 4, and maybe you just click on and it's just happening, and you're like, oh, maybe I want to like start this show. This seems interesting. Because many of my favorite shows, I like walked in on some random ass episode, and I was like, shit, maybe I am gonna watch all of Lost, and then I did. You know, that's
how I ran into Supernatural. It was just on one day in college, and I was like, I'll watch some of this, and it was okay for the first 6 seasons.
And then they made 47 more seasons of Supernatural.
Just kept going. I know the title for this Netflix service.
Oh. Tell me.
Wetflix.
What?
Because it's network flicks. It's
Wetflix.
I'm bad at naming conventions.
And then there's Jetflix, which is the channel that makes the shows go very fast. So on those shows,
no, Jetflix is what airlines can pay for.
Okay.
Damn.
If you're on a transit,
get us in the boardroom for Netflix.
I do want a Netflix. I want an option on those slow fucking shows like Love, where you're like, I've watched 4 episodes of this show and absolutely nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. I've watched an entire movie worth of this show and nothing has happened. I would like the option to watch the fast version of Netflix's Love. Starring, of course, Community's own Gillian Jacobs.
1.25 speed?
Yes.
Would it be at 1.25 speed, or would it be kind of like like every time someone says the word love, it doubles in speed?
Oh, a B-movie meme sort of trick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I want all of every Netflix original, with the exception of like BoJack and Glow. I want them to make a version that is, we cut out all the slow bad parts that don't need to be in this show. And so suddenly Netflix's Love becomes a very interesting, cute 90-minute movie instead of 13 half-hour episodes in which they feel no need for anything to happen. How many of these stories
can we tell in a quarter of the amount of time? Also, are we getting another season of Glow?
Yeah, we're getting one last season.
So much.
Season 4 is the final.
And
good.
Glow might be the best show on that whole damn platform.
Oh, well, they're losing
Oh,
Allison Brie to Marvel. aren't
Legend says, but nothing has been officially confirmed.
Is she in Eternals or is she one of those?
no,
in the
Marvel's looking for an Allison Brie type to play She-Hulk, and Allison Brie was like,
I mean,
Why not?
my show is over.
I'll do it.
Oh shit, Allison Brie as She-Hulk. I mean, personally, I want a trans woman to play She-Hulk because She-Hulk is typically very highly revered in the trans community as representing that kind of thing. That's like a thing. I'd love to have a trans woman play She-Hulk. Never address that she's a trans woman, just have it for the sake of having it, you know?
Yeah,
Don't change the plot line too much. I mean, look, I'm all for a trans plot line, but if we're trying to just integrate, just throw her in there. You know, why not?
For sure.
The actress would definitely get what it would be like to turn into, for feeling like this beastly form and how that affects femininity. Like, the perspective would be spot on.
It would be perfect. That's why it won't happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
How dare you shadow my
That's why it
trans
won't
dreams.
happen. People.
Homie, Jake Gyllenhaal played Prince Dastan in Prince of Persia. Hollywood won't do what makes sense.
They did it at the last possible time.
I like to think Feige tries a little bit to kind of go against the grain.
He's better than that. Yeah, he is.
I like to trust Feige.
Hey, I liked Prince of Persia, but I was young and my guilt.
Yeah, right.
That was Jake's very brief attempt to be an action star, a leading man. And that window closed as quickly as it opened. And then he decided, I'm a weirdo. I'm a professional weirdo, and I'm gonna go do weirdo stuff.
And then he came back to action in Spider-Man. So.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He just came back.
He does. Everyone does
But his character
villain
in Spider-Man
role.
was built on not actually fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well,
his villain in Spider-Man was like, it's not really me. I'm just smart.
And in the end, he did just kind of play a weirdo.
He just kind of played a weirdo. Exactly. In between, Nightcrawler and the John Mulaney special and fucking Oakja, if you've ever seen fucking Oakja.
Oakja is incredible. What's the movie he's in where he's got a double? Because that movie's fucking weird.
Enemy?
Yes.
That one is Enemy. There were a couple very similar movies that came out around the same time. But Jake Gyllenhaal was almost Spider-Man back in the day. This was his big roundabout. After Tobey Maguire broke his fucking back in Seabiscuit and almost didn't come back for Spider-Man 2, Jake was the guy that they're like, well, if we need to make Spider-Man 2 without Tobey, we're going to get Jake. And Jake,
that would have been so
they
strange.
never took Jake off the bench, but now he got to play Mysterio, and he is the best part of that.
Oh, and he's 100% not dead either.
Well, I was just about to ask. Broad lore, is he actually dead? Because they had a fake out death and then a real death. Okay, Marvel Comics would definitely be like, he's actually not dead. Would they pull that shit on cinematic
Why
universe?
Not?
I don't even think they've said he's actually. I don't even think they'd have to say he's actually not dead because the end of that movie makes it very clear he recorded something we never saw in a moment of time that never took place.
Right. Yeah, he's the fuck around.
But they also implied that his whole plot was no matter what, I will be forever. So when I saw that, I was like, this was pre-recorded because as if something goes wrong, let's just have it in the back.
Or it was post-recorded because they have the ability to create illusions, so they could have just filmed this. The potential for Mysterio is that he could continue to exist with the actual guy being dead the whole time. Because Mysterio never has to be touched.
Right.
You don't have to see his mask.
So Mysterio isn't dead, but the guy, the guy behind the mask, is he dead? Because the whole thing was Spidey got his spider senses back, and then he shot him, which is kind of, does Spider-Man typically shoot people? Is that
Spider-Man didn't shoot him?
Yeah, he did.
No, Spider-Man kicked one of his drones at him that ended up shooting him, and then Spider-Man went to shoot him, and he caught the gun, and was like, you don't trick me anymore.
Yeah, it was
Spider-Man didn't shoot him.
It was a whole thing.
Precious Tom Holland didn't shoot him. Also, was one of his creations, which could also have fake shot him. So
exactly. This is, of course.
Who knows?
I feel like that would be a lot of retcon.
Hey, you can
Or
do
just
it.
a lot
Welcome
of
to
we never
comics.
actually told
Welcome
you.
to comics.
Yeah,
Batman's dad is alive and a bad guy. Superman's dad is alive and a bad guy. Welcome to comics, where everyone's dad is alive and a bad guy. This is
Batman's dead. His dad is Batman, and his mom is the Joker. That's also a
storyline, and
I love
it's
those.
and they're all so good. This is, of course, a podcast where we talk about the American television show Community, advanced community studies. Today we cover episodes 3 and 4 of Community.
I'm doing this to the camera like that we're streaming it. We're not. Sorry.
It's okay. I am, of course, one of your hosts, TV's Kevin Lanigan, and I would like a birthday cake.
Good. Nice. Oh, shit. I didn't think about it. Okay. Wow, wait. Hi, is it me? Hi, I'm Jace. I use they, them pronouns, and, I apparently sneeze like a little girl.
My name is Caleb, but for this episode, because I'm brown, you can call me Gooby Nader.
Where's Weezer?
What? Wait, what is that reference?
Gooby Nader is Abed's dad's name.
Wait, did they say that?
Yeah, his name
It was
is...
not in this episode, but later.
It is later
he
revealed
meets
that
Shirley
his name
and says
is Gooby.
his name's Gooby Nader, and she says, "Bless you," and he's like, "No, that's my name."
Oh, God.
Yep. Exceptional stuff. So let us begin this evening's discussion with episode 3, Introduction to Film, directed by Anthony Russo, the other one, written by Tim Hobart, and if IMDb loads, it is also written by John Pollock. In this episode, of course, Jeff and several others take what seems to be a blow-off class from Professor Whitman, who believes himself to be a dead poets society, in which they have to seize the day. Also, Britta decides to fund Abed taking an introductory film course that his dad does not want him to take, and Abed takes her for everything that she's worth. And also, Troy can't sneeze. That's our third. He can't sneeze like a man.
I just
Troy
have to
sneezes
say,
like a girl, but I pound you like a boy.
That didn't come out.
that came out, bro. I just, the whole Troy sneeze, like, whenever I fondly reminisce on the show, that's one of the first things that always comes to mind, because the first time I watched it, I lost my damn mind from Pierce coming down. He's got the 2 soda cans, very intentionally puts one down first and then the second one, and looks at Troy like, this one's for you. And then when he reaches for it, goes, no, they're both for me. And that's how the scene starts. And that kind of attention to detail, that kind of like intentionality, I crave it. And it was fulfilled, and it's just yet another moment of me going, oh, Chevy Chase still has some pretty decent, acting moments going on. Those sneezes are prime. They're pretty good stuff.
Pretty good.
He's still got the timing.
The reason I remember, I also remember this episode first, but the reason I remember this episode first when thinking back to Community is because I think it's one of the best cold opens of the show, because it starts with Jeff in Whitman's class, and then it rolls into the study room where Abed wants to take film but can't, and Britta offers to pay for it, and then Shirley says, "Isn't his dad a hardcore Muslim? You could get your head cut off with a salami sword." To which Annie replies, "That's the most racist thing I've ever heard." And Jeff says, "Pierce will beat it in 1 minute." Troy sneezes, the whole exchange there, and then Shirley says, don't let them bother you about your sneeze. And they go, "Shirley, you're not my mother." And then Pierce goes, "She's not?" Credits.
He goes,
23
seconds.
Credits roll. It's perfect. It's
Exceptional.
absolutely perfect.
It's
one of the
already
few times-
joke, all layered
They really
and stacked on top of each other. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's one of those things that I call it, it's like, I refer to it as Obama goggles, where it's essentially just like at this time period. No, seriously, at this time period when we watched anything, we looked at everything and we were so okay with lampshading racist jokes. by being like, that's racist. And they're like, it's okay, we can make these jokes because we were like, the president's black. Like, we've solved racism. Little did we know, in white America, little did we know that, like, nope, not the case. But it's one of those things you look back and it's just like, they really knew how to make these kind of jokes about that were racist, but also about racism. It's very strange.
It's the only way I think they get away from it or get away with it is because it's not like a show that makes a joke that's on that borderline that everybody laughs at. It's a show where one character makes that joke and the rest of them go, hey, that's fucking racist.
Right.
Like, I can't think of any instances where someone doesn't say something like that and at least two characters don't go, what? Unless it's Pierce, in which case the whole group rolls with it because they established it as a character.
They're like,
he's the kind of guy that can only be waking up by saying something like racial discrimination lawsuit.
It's not like Big Bang Theory where Sheldon says something sexist, they play a laugh track, and then someone goes, Sheldon, that's sexist, and then they never address it again. Like, it's not one of those situations.
Right.
There is never a doubt in my mind that the show Community knows that everything that Pierce says is not okay. Like, that is not... Because sometimes you'll watch something and you're like, I think the joke is that this is bad, but I don't know if the show knows that. I don't know if the show I'm watching is aware that what they're doing is terrible. But with Community, there's never a doubt in my mind. I would like to bring the conversation over to one of my favorite characters in the entire Community canon, which is, of course, Professor Whitman, as played by comedy superstar John Michael Higgins, who takes everything he's in and brings it up by a fucking letter grade. Everything this fucking guy says kills me in this episode. When that girl falls off the desk and he's like, "Oh, nothing to see here. Seize the day. Seize the day."
I love that's one of easily. I mean, I say this about just about everything because it really, like, the show tickles me in a way that not many shows do. Like, everybody, stand on your desks. Stand on your desks. Why don't we do this? Not to. And then immediately, one of the most brilliant pratfalls in TV history happens.
It looks fucking brutal.
It looks so painful, dude.
I was about to say, whoever that stunt person is that did that fall, like, kudos, because that shit looked painful.
Oh, yeah, it looks like that student
DIEM
fucking dies.
The day.
He does it so brilliantly. Oh, and then he just, also, like, towards the end of the episode when eventually, Britta, Jeff is trying desperately to show that he's trying to seize the day by doing exactly the opposite. And he knows, Professor knows that he's not actually doing it. And at the end, she's like, Britta, what happens? Why does she owe him?
Because he pulls her out of the whole Abed situation. Am I?
Yes.
He resolves all of that.
Resolves all of that. Britta goes, he goes, she says, I owe you. And then she says, kiss me. And he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. Kisses her. And then he goes, day seized. And there's this beautiful camera pan, which is it's structurally brilliant because it's Britta walking off and you see Jeff following her. But in order to do that, they pan the camera, and in the background, you watch the professor start climbing a tree.
Yeah.
And it's just like the efficiency of storytelling is on. It's brilliant. It's great. It's great.
And it's funnier to watch him run over to the tree and start climbing it than it would be to do like a cutaway to him like in the tree. It's just using the fucking camera to tell a joke like comedies should do.
Yeah, it's
very good.
It's really great.
It's very good.
It's very, very good. A quick joke that I feel like it's easy to miss that I love is Jeff lures Britta to the study room by saying that Ravi Shankar is there, and he lures Abed's dad by saying that Weezer is there. Which is
Weezer?
Where's Weezer? It's so funny. speeches and guided missiles. Oh, that's weird. I didn't track the Iraq metaphor. What Iraq metaphor? I'm talking about your speeches and her guided missiles.
Guided missiles.
Oh my god. Crazy.
Well, also, and we might be jumping to the end of the episode a little quick, but immediately following that exchange, Abed puts down the computer and makes them watch it, and both Britta and Jeff are like looking at each other like, what the hell? And then Gooby is like destroyed. And like, no matter how many times I've seen that, every time it pans to his just like tear fucking sodden face, I get choked up because it's like, oh fuck. Somehow in like a 23-minute episode, they have nailed the dysfunction between this father and son and then told the quirkiest, most weirdly edited homemade film version of their life. Yeah. But like finally dad gets it. Yeah. And then he says, I never told you I blamed you. And then Abed says you didn't have to. It's such a fucking strong moment.
I think it's one of the first times where you start to see the format functioning as not just being able to make you laugh, but really making you understand that these are like they're real people. Like there's this really emotional. I think it's what makes the show worth it is at a certain point when you watch a show, it's like it's laugh the whole time. You're like, okay, why am I here? You know, if you're watching The Office, the only thing that keeps you coming back is the relationship between Jim and Pam. Like that's that kind of emotional, payoff. And the way that they're able to kind of mix it in, and they do it a little bit in every episode with like, some sort of like usually a Jeff monologue and the group comes together and it's touching. But the show really does excel at being able to have the audience have a very, very strong emotional relationship with these characters. And it's so exciting for a comedy to be able to do that.
Yeah. And there's this underpinning of sadness that runs throughout this entire show, just like, and it's not schmaltzy, it's like the sadness of sometimes a home breaks apart, or life, suddenly you're 40 and life did not turn out the way that you thought it would, there's this emotional richness, so you can have a cutaway to Gooby, and like at first you laugh because he's like crying at this insane video, and then it like really can pull like a choke out of you. It can be both things simultaneously, and I'm always in favor of trying to pull off those multiple levels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's very genuine, like you said, it's not schmaltzy. It really it's kind of amazing how genuine they can pull it with this show. Completely unrelated. The post-credit scene on this one, is this the one where the Troy and Abed are sitting on the couch and doing voices for them, or is that?
No, this is where they're crumping.
Oh, they're crumping.
Yeah, they're crumping. Which dates this episode tremendously that they are crumping.
Right.
A dance we all stopped doing. Abed's dad, of course.
Am I crumping?
Is this crumping?
Am I crumping?
Is this crumping?
No.
Oh, beautiful. Abed's dad, of course, played by Iqbal Theba, who, if you're me, you know him as the principal from Glee. A fun fact, that Community and Glee filmed on the same lot, so they were always like running into each other. Their sound stages were like very close together. And
the Office's lot was relatively close as well.
Yeah, so that's how you can just like pull Iqbal Theba over from the being principal of McKinley High. You just drag him on over for a couple scenes. It's good shit. It's good shit.
I'm glad we did the Glee crossover reference, because that is a prime.
Oh, it's come.
Love Glee. Glee is a show, conversely, that did not age well at all.
I will stand pretty firm by season 1 of Glee. I will mount a defense of season 1. I do find it pretty hard to defend much after that, especially when you get to like the school shooting episode of Glee, or And it turns out it was the girl with Down syndrome. And Glee was an exceptional show. Glee was
Caleb,
something
did you watch
special.
No, I didn't. I did not watch Glee.
Yeah,
my wife did, but I didn't catch it that early. I caught it near the end, and it was.
You caught it near the end. Apparently, there's like a Muppet episode
of Glee.
I think they also did in Community.
They definitely
do several times in Community.
They definitely do. Wowzers.
Glee. It's the
feeling you get when your brain finally lets your heart get in its pants.
Get in its pants.
Glee. Everyone look out for 100 million episodes from now when we get to the season 3 Christmas episode, which is a long-form parody of Glee.
Oh my goodness.
Anything
I'm
else
gonna sing
to
that
say?
whole fucking episode, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Sex.
Oh, I watch the 3 Community Christmas episodes every single Christmas, and they never fail to kill me. They slay me every time.
I've been doing it wrong. I've been trying to watch Doctor Who Christmas episodes, but like, there's a new one every year for that, though.
Long, slow, boring, British. Oh, the fighting episode is almost the best episode of season 1. It is so fucking funny.
It's true.
So fucking funny. Well, let's segue, as we already have, to the next episode of our discussion, episode 4 of season 1, Social Psychology, directed by Anthony Russo, written by Liz Kakowski. This is the Jeff and Shirley episode, where they discover a mutual love of gossip, at the same time that Britta is falling for Vaughn, as played by
hey, what's up? How's it going?
Eric Christian Olsen. Professor Ian Duncan, played by John Oliver, returns to lead a psychology experiment with Annie. And we get the introduction of several key Community supporting players. This is the first appearance of Garrett. When Duncan yells at him, "Why don't you go kill John Lennon again?" Which is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Fun fact about this episode: one of Vaughn's stoner friends is in fact the guy who delivered Abed's group-ordered coffee in the previous episode.
Yeah, in the previous episode, who is also Badger from Breaking Bad.
Exactly, that's right.
Who's also Zeke from The Office.
Yeah, that's Matt Jones, who's like a comedy guy. He's around. You'll see him on like 2 episodes of everything. And that is just how he talks. That like really raspy...
super raspy.
Yeah, that guy was your dad? So funny. And that guy's just around. You have Vaughn, who's in like, 4 or 5 episodes. One of my...
Oh, he has a fun little arc.
He has a fun little arc. He bounces around the study room a little bit. But he is Eric Christian Olsen, who was on, like... He was the funny, hot friend on 40 different sitcoms until he landed a role that took him away from Community on NCIS New Orleans, LA. Where he's been for 100 years. I'm sure it bought him like 4 houses. Or LA? I think he's New Orleans. I think
it's LA.
But I'm going to dive right in.
I'm doing it right now. It's LA. It's LA.
Oh, it is LA.
New Orleans is the one where New Orleans is the one where Scott Bakula acts like Jethro Gibbs acts like I forgot Gibbs' name.
Raylan Givens?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I can't help you. I don't think I've watched a single episode of that show in any of its iterations.
All 47 NCISs, the 37 CSIs.
Yes.
Yeah. Who knew there was so much naval crime?
My wife opened the door and said Mark Harmon. Mark Harmon is Jethro Gibbs from NCIS.
Okay.
I have this very distinct memory in my brain from, y'all remember Alf, right? The puppet, the alien life form.
Yeah, he eats cats. He's from Melmac. We all remember Alf.
Sure.
I certainly don't.
But I never really watched it, but I remember seeing, because he had at a certain point, there was Alf's hit talk show where he had like a late night set, going on.
Oh, America had Alf Fever.
Yeah, it was wild. And I just remember this one of his bits, and it was like his opening monologue. He's like, I'd never understood, CSI Miami, CSI this. And he goes, I finally figured out what CSI stands for, copying same idea. And I was like, aha, nice.
Jesus.
Oh, Alf, you're a card, Alf. You never know what that fucking guy's gonna say next. He doesn't play by Hollywood's rules, Alf.
No, he doesn't.
He's not from here.
He's not. He's from Melmac, and he just wants to get home. Of course, we all remember the finale of Alf, where he finally gets caught by the FBI, who have threatened to dissect him for the entire length of the show Alf, and the last episode ends with him getting captured by the FBI. They were going to make more Alf, and they never did. So, canonically, Alf has been dissected in a government lab. Through that guy's stuffing everywhere. We all love Alf. This episode is also the second appearance of Senor Chang. What, a community college Spanish teacher can't use $80?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do they do stuff to your butt? What? No. Do they pay you more if you let them do stuff to your butt? Troy, no one does anything to your butt. All right,
That's all right. I love that one because he says, okay. That's all right. I'll do it. And it's just,
And then when he freaks out, he still brings it up. He said, you promised butt stuff. And then drags himself out the room.
And then classic little throwaway one-liner in the background. This floor is so dusty.
And welcome to it.
The first crawl off.
The first of 400 times Donald Glover will cry on the show Community. I hope you think it's funny because it will continue to happen.
The gem.
One of my favorites. I know it's not the same episode. It's not even in this season. But when Pierce buys their handshake, and he's like, "Take the money," and he's like, "No," and he's like, "Or no, he wants them to do the shake with him," and he's like, "Earn your money, whore." And then Troy goes, "No," like crying.
No. Oh, whoa. Fuck me. It reminds me of. Every time I watch this particular breakdown, it takes me back to that Derek comedy sketch where Donald Glover plays a new kid who comes into class and immediately poops his pants, and then he leaves and he comes back and he's like, "I'm the principal. I heard somebody pooped their pants." Oh, it is exceptionally funny.
Is it the one? He says, "I like to skateboard."
My name's Brian. I like to skateboard. I never do anything to ruin our friendship, like poop my pants.
It's so wild. And then he went on to make This Is America.
Yeah. Ooh, I saw that live, folks. It was I went and saw him in Chicago last year. It was fucking something. It was like church. Sure. It was like church. Speaking of which, he just put out a new album. I was just about to say,
to date it a little bit. It was fantastic. I actually caught the live stream when he put it on Donald Glover Presents. Wow. And then he took it off after 12 hours. I mean, it bangs. It's a great album.
I feel privileged because there are songs in that album I heard at his live show in September 2018. He just hasn't put out music since then. So I've heard a couple of those songs. Like they started rapping, and I was like, "Oh,
I know
the lyrics to this."
I know what's about to happen. No.
Yeah, wow. He finally put a couple of those singles he released on albums, like
summertime.
Feels like summer. Feels like summer. Great,
summer. Yeah, we all like Donald Glover, who will go on to become a media luminary, one of the most important and acclaimed figures, a multi-hyphenate, but is seen here crying and crawling on the floor.
Because he didn't get butt stuff.
Because he did. Because he had to wait in the experiment.
The Soul Train Awards were on tonight.
I've been waiting for you.
The monologue, the plea to Annie, where he drops to his knees. It's just I would put like losing his he had to pee. I would put money on the table, willing to bet that at least half of that plea that he does to Annie at the end was improvised.
Almost 100% of it. Like, Soul Train Awards are not in the script. Like, the script basically said, like, Troy freaks out and leaves. And so in your head, you maybe picture, like, on the page, it's the same as the Senor Chang flip out, where he flips out immediately. If it starts at 9, it starts at Nueve.
It starts at 9. It starts at 9.
Houston, we have an idiot.
Yeah. Exceptional stuff. But yeah, so he improvs that entire thing. I like that Troy has like 2 scenes, and it's virtually all we've talked about for this entire episode so far.
Yeah, it's true.
Meanwhile, this is like our first like real dive into Cheryl.
Shirley,
I keep doing that. Why do I keep doing that? Shirley, I love her so much in this episode. Like, you really get to see, like, you know, we get that kind of dichotomy of, that's nice, to, like, her just talking about Vaughn's tiny nipples, you know? Like, really stirring the pot, as they say.
She's a pot stirrer.
What's the one? They called me
Tatalina.
Tatalina.
It's a bumblebee nickname. It's cute, but it stings.
But it stings. And Shirley is a character that this show will kind of struggle to keep coming up with good storylines for, or to continue to feature, certainly to the same extent of like a Jeff or an Abed or a Britta, where they'll really like run wild with them. But they figure out what they should have done so early. Like, they get to the root of this character immediately, and will just kind of continue to stumble on it going forward, which is unfortunate.
I think it's a bit. It's a little difficult because they hit her with such a strong character foundation right off the bat. Mm-hmm. But that foundation is her tendency to stir the pot, and if we really leaned into that, every episode potentially would be her causing issues by doing that. So they kind of had to pull away from it a little bit. But it definitely, you know, they struggle to find a way to keep her involved without making her the source of conflict.
Of all the strange, joking, and like misanthropic, like stereotypical traits they'll give characters throughout the duration of the show, it is slightly a bummer to me that like the first time Shirley feels like a character with beef, it's when they make her a gossipy housewife.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like this character a lot, but holy shit, is it a stereotype? Luckily, it's really the only episode for a while you'll see her as that. Mm-hmm. I think season 2 has tremendous amounts of character development for Shirley.
For sure.
But like the first time you really get in with her, they get you in with like like we're carp, and they threw a fishing hook with bread on it at us. We were like, "Ooh, yeah, that!" And then later we felt like shit. We were like, "Oh, that's kind of dumb."
Oh, it was stupid. I got caught on the dang hook. I'm such an idiot trout.
Stupid magic carp.
Dumb fucking trout. You fucking idiot.
Dumb fucking trout. I'm just gonna start yelling at my fish when I throw them in the frying pan. Stupid fucking salmon.
Shouldn't have got fucking caught, you idiot.
Could have been happy, you little bitch.
Dumb fucking idiot. You're sushi. You're cold. Wow. You ain't even get cooked.
Stupid. A lot of aggression towards fish.
I'm feeling it, you know, because they get to be outside right now, and I don't. I'm cooped. I'm in a chicken coop, and the fish get to be outside.
Would you call underwater outside?
Yes.
Because I don't think
fish catch corona.
Is there a dang house around them? Is there a fucking roof over the ocean? I don't think so. They are out of doors.
They are out
of doors. Strictly by definition, I would have to agree with that.
If you're swimming in the fucking creek, you ain't inside. That's all.
In the creek. Where are you from?
Missouri.
Yeah, but you can't swim up. You can't come out of the creek. You gotta stay under. You gonna drown in like a minute.
You gonna drown?
Not if you a fish.
Not if you a fish. Not if you a dumb fucking fish. You stupid idiot. Goddamn fish.
Kevin slightly became a New York version of Martin Lawrence high on ecstasy in Bad Boys 2. It's a very specific reference, but you did it.
When you
hit
me in the ass. That's my Bad Boys 2. It's all I remember from Bad Boys 2.
Well, he gets high on ecstasy and he looks at a fish hung on the wall and goes, "That's a big fucking fish. It's got big eyes. That's a nice fish."
Mike Lowry. I love Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 is a horrible, gratuitous masterpiece. And
Dude, Bad Boys 3 is the same.
Oh, I didn't see.
It's the same. I saw that in theaters the week after I got to see that Guy Ritchie movie that came out. Fuck, what was that movie called?
The Gentleman.
Yeah, I watched The Gentleman, which Guy Ritchie is a very fucking I make my movies kind of director. And then a week later, watched a fucking Michael Bay Bad Boys movie. And it was like, oh boy, I'm a genre film editor now because these guys only make one thing.
Yeah. Michael Bay, he no make Bad Boys 3 though. He ain't in it. That ain't Michael Bay.
He produced it.
Oh, well, that's probably true.
He paid for it, but he didn't make it.
No, he didn't direct it. He's busy, counting his money.
Counting his money?
Well, counting his money. Well, he put out that Netflix movie that everybody hated, Six Underground, like right before Bad Boys, like a month before Bad Boys came out.
I've literally never heard of that movie.
It's got Ryan Reynolds.
It's Bad Boys with Ryan Reynolds and a bunch of other hot
Normally, I am very on board for a Michael Bay or a Ryan Reynolds, but everyone has described that movie as unwatchable, so I didn't watch it.
It's just Bad Boys with hotter people. That's it. That's all it is.
No, they need to be kind of ugly people. Yes. They need to be unconventional people like Martin Lawrence. Nothing against the guy personally, except for all the sexual harassment allegations. But yeah, so Martin Lawrence, you've been dragged. Keep counting your money.
Martin Lawrence, you've been dragged. You've been dragged. Yeah, basic.
You've been dragged.
Yeah, basic.
Yeah, dragged.
Yeah, that's the Advanced Community Studies fucking drag of the week is old Martin Lawrence. Rake that guy through the mud. Did you know that the character of Vaughn was supposed to be played by another actor who actually had small nipples? But they had to last minute recast him with Eric Christian Olsen, and that's why he's got fucking putty around his nipples to make them all small.
Oh my God.
They got some Play-Doh slapped on those nips.
Who was it supposed to be?
To make them look small. Somebody else. I don't know. Dan Harmon says it on like the commentary. He says it on the commentary of this episode that I watched like 4 years ago, and I remember it wasn't supposed to be Eric Christian Olsen. Like I can't remember who it was.
That's funny.
Amazing.
I went through some horrible depressive times in high school where I just would watch this show and its commentaries on sort of an endless loop. This fucking Ouroboros of depression that self-fed itself. So I remember a lot.
Inquiring minds need to know who has tiny nipples in Hollywood.
Well, give me 30 seconds. I'm going to go pop my DVDs back in the fucking PS4, and I'll get back to you. I'll let you know who it was supposed to be.
Hey, guys, I have to admit to a crime I committed.
Uh-oh.
I wrote a movie review and talked about Bad Boys for Life as if it were directed and produced by Michael Bay, and he did neither of those things.
Oh,
he didn't even fucking produce it. He didn't even fucking produce it.
You did a crime.
I did a serious crime.
I thought you were going to admit to pirating music.
Oh, no.
That's not a crime. That's just... it depends on when you did it. It depends on when you did it. If you did it before 2012, you're fine.
Welcome to our show within a show, Movie Crimes. Caleb has indeed committed a movie crime and is going to be on trial. Jace, presiding judge, what do you decree as punishment for Caleb for committing such a movie crime?
I believe that he... deserves to go where Alf is and be...
Am I being sentenced by John F. Kennedy?
I say that he is going to get the Alf treatment.
He should be punished to the full extent of the law.
As it applies to Alf, the alien life form.
Yo, you know what makes this worse? Is it was directed by two minority gentlemen who haven't directed much, and they should have gotten some time in the spotlight. But I was just like, this movie feels like a Michael Bay movie.
This must have been Michael Bay. I assume it was.
Did you see all those explosions? It has to be.
It's explosions and boobs. It's just Michael Bay.
It must be Michael Bay. It was supposed to be Joe Carnahan, but then it wasn't him either. It was just someone whose name escapes every living human being. I apologize to the director of Bad Boys for Life, but no one knows your name.
Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah.
Yeah.
Yep. Two guys that have literally not done.
Oh yeah, those guys. I love those
Oh
guys.
yeah, those guys.
Those are my favorite guys. Those are my favorite guys.
The best. So good. Oh my God.
I love them.
So, Community, at the end of the Kevin shakes his head.
Don't try and bring this back to the topic of the show. It's over.
There's the post-credit scene that I wanted to get to earlier that I was jumping the gun with for episode 4 is it's Troy and Abed on their couch, as we shall see many times more.
Yes.
Deciding to give voices to a bunch of other students who are all decidedly older than the average college student, just trying to study, but they're giving them voices like he's like, whoa man, Bonnaroo's no, Burning Man's crazy this year, and and like
I'm Dr. Doogie Seacrest.
I'm Dr. Diggy Seacrest. And then Jeff goes, we can hear you, right?
Just act like you're asleep.
Pretend like you were asleep. Pretend like you were asleep.
And then they all just look up. I also love the fact that not a single other person says anything, which to me as an actor immediately goes, nice. They did not have to pay those guys anything. Those are extras.
Yep, they did not even get a speaking part. You pay them as a fucking extra.
The long-haired guy comes back, doesn't he?
I am unsure if he is the same dreadlocks guy that Shirley will favor in the Chicken Fingers episode. I am unsure.
No. The long-haired guy in the post-credits is a white dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure.
I love the Desperate Housewives. The other guy.
No, not that guy.
Burning Man.
Oh God, no, that's not the same. No, I think.
I didn't think so.
I think the white dude with long hair that was a Burning Man, according to Troy and Abed.
Yeah.
I think he's the guy that was in the Who's the Boss class, sitting in the front row.
What? Oh, we're gonna have to fucking. All right, hold on to that pin. For almost 2 full seasons of television until we get to season 2, episode 21, and then we'll just
pin the thought. Just hold the pin.
Just hold the pin.
Dr. Diggy Seacrest.
Dr. Diggy Seacrest.
I'm Dr. Diggy Seacrest. Oh my God! Brilliant reference to Neil Patrick Harris and Ryan Seacrest simultaneously. We love it.
Love it. Exceptional. So on the screen share, I have pulled up the great community rankings list. At this time, we need to decide where these episodes rank amongst the 2 episodes we already have ranked. The top episode right now is the pilot, and the bottom episode right now is Spanish 101. So, introduction to film. I say it's our new number 1. Professor Whitman fucking takes this to another level for me, and and it has that great
finale is something
part
else.
Is really good.
I think it also does another really great service to the show in setting up structurally what's kind of the foundation of the rest of the run.
Yeah. So
I might have to agree with you. I think episode 3 might be at number 1, which means Caleb, your vote does not matter.
Well, I was going to put 3 above number 1 as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. The 3 for 3. You're going to Hollywood.
Well, 2 for 3. I mean, still sends you to Hollywood, but 3 makes you feel better.
Yeah.
You got
American
that
Idol.
for you.
It's still on. We all still watch it. We all still love it. Season 400 of American Idol.
Kevin. Don't speak for me, Kevin. I don't watch that.
Okay.
He devours it, is what he was gonna do. They were trying to say.
Yes, I ravenously consume American Idol.
I don't watch it. I consume it.
I dissect it like ALF. I take an episode of American Idol and I ALF it. And I break it down to its DNA. I see what makes these moving parts tick.
Troy is giving me life force.
Jeez.
All right. And now we must decide the ranking of episode 4, Social Psychology. This one is hurt a little bit. It's a very funny episode. It's hurt a little bit for me by giving us this weak sauce Jeff Winger, where for one episode he's like a sad feelings boy who can't get over the girl he likes, which is not the characterization of this guy going forward.
No, it's weird.
He's Jim Halpert for one episode.
Subplot thing.
Yeah.
It was definitely for the subplot, the Jeff and Britta thing, which they eventually somewhat abandoned, but not really. I don't know. I would, This is a tricky one. What happens in episode 2? Like, what?
Pierce and Jeff do the little thing, and it's also the protest.
Oh yeah.
And it's a funny episode. It's a little wonky.
It's Donde Esta though.
Fuck! The post-credit scenes, if they count, boy, that elevates.
Scenes is enough to loft it above.
Post-credits are their own thing. I don't know if I could rank the post-credit scenes because they're all so good.
Oh, good job! You just guaranteed we're going to rank all the post-credit scenes at the end of this.
I guess we're going to have to. I mean,
all right.
I do think
sub-lists within the
sub-list.
We got 1A Spanish rap.
Always number 1.
1B is crumping, which is of course below the Spanish rap. And then I'm gonna say, well, actually 1B is going to be
Doogie Seacrest.
Doogie Seacrest, which is what this will forever be called, Doogie Seacrest. Great. So we are also ranking the tags. I guess we've decided that we're doing that.
They are so good.
They're really good.
So let's vote on episode 4. I'm gonna put episode 4. My vote is that it's in 3rd place. It's gonna bump Spanish 101 down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm a little hard pressed on that one. I think Spanish 101 and episode 4 are kind of like they're on the same level for me, honestly.
They're pretty comparable. Spanish 101 has like a few good Jeff zingers and that Chang monologue, but Social Psychology has all the stuff with Vaughn, which is like a stereotype, but it's very funny. Has all the stuff with Duncan, the Duncan principle.
The Duncan principle.
Yeah, which is really fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm
gonna hold that as that's my rank 3.
All right. I would agree, and Caleb.
I agree too.
Exceptional.
Damn,
so
we are
also
so good at this.
Yeah, so synergistic. Some would say. When Troy says that the Soul Train Awards were on tonight, for years I thought he said that he was soldiering on through the night, which also made sense.
I mean, it's funny, but yeah, that's definitely not
when I had the subtitles on and it said the Soul Train Awards were on tonight, I was like, hold on, this just got so much better.
Yeah. All right. Excellent work.
And
we've done it.
Wait, we got one more tag.
No, the pilot has no tag.
There we go.
Pilot got no tag.
It doesn't?
No, it's Jeff walks back into the library and then that's it. As like Matt and Kim plays on the soundtrack or some shit.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
No tag.
Look at that.
Exceptional work.
And so they have been ranked. Who needs the Olympics when we've got the great community rankings?
Exceptional. Any new plugs from last week, folks? Study group?
My wife and I, Amanda, are putting together our...
My wife,
yes. If you listen to the Brothers McElroy, you understand no one can say my wife without Griffin screaming, my wife!
My wife!
If you don't listen to the Brothers McElroy, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I thought that was a Borat reference.
It is.
It is.
But the McElroy brothers host a podcast, and they reference that every time one of them references one of their wives. It's
oh, yeah.
Worst. It's the worst. But it's also the best. No, Amanda and I are doing... So I run a blog called Nerdy Bits. This is a little long-winded, but I'll try and be short. And she's done fitness stuff for years. And we wanted to put the two together because Nerdy Bits has such a easily portmanteaued and adjusted name that we wanted to do a Nerdy Fit where we talk about games and nerdy TV shows and work out and like try to help people get in shape. And I'm tremendously out of shape and I'm getting in shape now when I'm not allowed to go outside, which is so many different levels of irony.
That's how you do it.
But I spent 6 hours today editing our intro video and our fun facts video, introducing people to us, and then like a bumper stinger with all of our family and a really cheery song from Monster Cat because I licensed their music, and those will be coming out tomorrow. If you're listening to this later, then they'll already be out. But for you guys here in the chat tonight, it'll be coming out tomorrow afternoon. I'll post it on YouTube and Facebook and all that good shit.
Are you guys gonna do because I've seen it done before. Instead of like a drinking game, there's like workout games when you watch something. Anytime a character does this, do like 10 sit-ups. Anytime somebody does this, are you gonna do stuff like that? Like
actually we talked about this yesterday because we watched The Witcher first 2 episodes, and I was like,
wow, look at that, full circle.
Every time Geralt says something that makes us hang our head a little bit, we have to do sit-ups.
Great. Every time Geralt is a sarcastic little bitch, you have to do 7 crunches. Every time Dandelion, crumbles under pressure. Every time Yennefer scoffs in the face of a man, you will be the fittest person on Earth.
Yeah. See, the worst part is she's gonna enforce a rule against me that anytime I sing "Toss a Coin to Your Witcher," I have to do 10 push-ups.
Just in real life.
In real life. I've been singing it all day, and she's like, "If you sing it again, you're gonna have to start doing things because you've done it." And I was like, "All right."
It's stuck in your fucking head.
I'll be back on the
weeks.
episode next week with the biggest fucking chest because I'll have done 7,000 push-ups between today and then.
Don't forget your legs. Don't come out of quarantine with chicken legs and big shoulders, okay? Now
I look like not Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Incredible. Pow, pow, pow.
Amazing. Well, I don't have anything to plug, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit on this. We're being recorded on Trans Day of Visibility, and as the resident trans folk, I'm going to give a shout out to my favorite trans drag queen named Junior Mint. If you want to follow her on Instagram, it's Junior Mint with 2 T's at the end. And she started doing this thing every Sunday. She goes live. She does a little, what she's calling like her Sunday service. And she just kind of checks in with everybody, and she talks about her, she's got her little bong with her. She's got her little glass of tequila, and she just chats around, and she's just an incredible performer with an incredible platform, and she does really great stuff in the Brooklyn area. Give her a shout out. Tip her, throw some money at your drag performer friends. These are the people that are going to get hit real hard by this thing going on. And, this is my community. And anytime I get a little bit of a platform, I like to kind of share the wealth a little bit. And she doesn't need my help particularly. But, I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff, which I'm sure would be a really interesting intersection with the target audience for this podcast, go ahead, give her a little look-see. I'm gonna try and for the foreseeable future, maybe have like a drag performer to give a shout out to at the end of every episode, unless I have something to plug. But at this point, I don't really have anything. So give her a little follow. I love her dearly. I went to school with her, and they're amazing. I love them so much. So give them money, give them follows, and if you're in Brooklyn once this is all done, go check out her show. She's got this great show that she does called In Living Color, which is focused on trans POC drag performers, or drag, burlesque, go-go, dance, like stripping, cake sitting, like literally anything your little queer heart desires. Like, give her a follow. She's got some great stuff. And trans is beautiful, and let's keep that energy moving throughout the rest of this year. How about that? Okay? Yeah.
100%. I didn't realize that was what today was. Kevin and I worked with a pretty amazing drag performer as well. So shout out to Tiffany Sapphire too.
Hey, look at that. We love to see it.
Yeah, I've seen her perform a few times, and it's been a while since I've been back to any drag show. I feel bad about that. I just realized I haven't been back in like 2 years. What happened to my life?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess you had a child. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, fuck. Good point.
That'll do it.
I mean, I think actually I found the crossover. Since I'm sure a lot of people listening, are very avid in the Twitch community. Twitch is very recently getting a whole new group of drag performers doing performances over Twitch, and I think that's a really smart use of the platform. So I found how to tie it in, and I'm sticking with it.
Absolutely. Well done. I can't top that with my bullshit, so we're going to say goodbye.
Well, Kev, mine was one we could share. We could share the second half of mine because we both worked with Tiffany.
Yes, exactly. So great. We co-plugged it. And next week, we will cover...
I swear to God, I wanted to make that joke and I didn't want to. It's all right.
I'll make the jokes. I'll make the butt jokes.
Jace did it for
Don't
me.
worry. Me and Troy. Troy and I will make the butt jokes.
Exceptional. Next week, we cover 2 very funny episodes of Community. We hope you stop by. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
That's our
theme song. Just fucking clip that and put it in the beginning and end of every episode.
That's it. That's what I got.
This has been a Talkback Podcast.